Hi everyone, good day and welcome once again. Hope you're having a great day. So today I'm going to be looking at the Arsenal versus Real Madrid fixture in the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, and it's going to be an interesting fixture. Arsenal and Real Madrid has been a very rare matchup in the Champions League, owing to the fact that Arsenal are not a legacy team in the Champions League. No offense to Arsenal fans. You can take offense though if you like, but it's the truth. Arsenal are not a champions, are not a legacy team in the Champions League. They have no legacy in the Champions League. So you only meet Real Madrid often when you get to quarterfinals, semi-finals. Often, then you meet Real Madrid. You can check the records of Liverpool. Those are heavyweights in Champions League. Manchester United against Real Madrid and others. So owing to the fact that Arsenal have not been a heavyweight in the Champions League, so they've not really played Real Madrid so many times. That's one thing. But looking at the game, can Arsenal actually defeat Real Madrid? Yes, the answer is yes. Any team that has gotten to the quarterfinals has a chance of winning against any opposition. At the end of the day, it's football. You cannot say this person will win for sure. I mean, we're not God. But on paper, if you look at the game, what might likely happen. If you look at their head to head, they've only met in twice. That was in the round of 16, 2006 Champions League, where Arsenal ended up winning the tie by 1 goal to nil. They played a goalless draw at the Emirates, and Arsenal won at the Bernabeu, courtesy of a Thierry Henry goal in the 47 minutes, I think. So that's the record they have for head to head. Now, going into this current fixture now, Arsenal has a chance of defeating Real Madrid, but it's it's a very low chance, very low, because for one thing, Arsenal don't have a striker, and if you're going to be playing a Real Madrid team in the Champions League, you need goals, you need to score goals, you need strikers. If you had watched the Arsenal versus Manchester United game, you see that Manchester United had the higher chances of winning that game because they had striker. They had better chances than Arsenal did. And it's one thing that's going to count against the Gunners in the Champions League against Real Madrid. In Champions League against Real Madrid, you need strikers, you need goals. And you can trust Real Madrid. They have it. Mbappe is there, Vinicius, Rodrigo is there, and Adagula is on the bench, Ondrick is there also. So when you look at the tie on paper, Real Madrid has a higher chance of winning that game because they look like the more balanced team than Arsenal. Arsenal might have a good defense and good midfield, but at the end of the day, that's not all you need. You need a complete team, a balanced team. And for now, the Arsenal team is not balanced to play Real Madrid. So looking into that fixture, I think Arsenal will need Mikel Arteta will need to come up with something ingenious for him to win that game. Judging by how he has responded to the crisis they've had, the striking crisis they've had, I don't know if there's anything new he's going to come up with. But if there's nothing new he's going to come up with, I think it's going to be very difficult for them unless Saka is back. But then, even if Saka is back, he will not be match fit for that game, unless Arsenal, of course, want to rush him. And if they do, it's to their own detriment. But apart from that, I think you will likely see Real Madrid winning that game because Real Madrid are a team that can win a game even when they play badly. So they might not end up winning the possession or those kind of stats, but when it comes to who will go through, they might end up winning the tie. And that's the most important thing in Champions League. Nobody cares how you win the Champions League. What everybody cares about is you winning the Champions League. And if you've won it, you've won it. Nobody can take it away from you. So that's the thing. That's how I see the game. So going into that game, but of course there are going to be new developments before the game. It's going to be April next month. So there are going to be new developments before then, and by then we'll get more information as to what might likely happen in the game, and would update our preview of the game. For now, we're just looking at a holistic view of the game now. How is it possible for Arsenal to defeat Real Madrid? The possibility is there, but it's a very, very, very slim chance that they have against Real Madrid. So let's just watch and see what happens. So my Arsenal fans, I know you guys might not agree with me, but I mean, what do you think? How do you think? What do you think Arsenal is going to do different that will help them win that game? There's anything you think that they're going to do differently that you think Mikel or the team will do differently that will help them defeat Real Madrid? Feel free to share your opinion on the the video and tell me what you think. Please do like, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications so that whenever we post, you'll be able to see it. Do have a nice day until we see you next time. Bye.